Imagine a day in which you could discover your future. A simple day that gives you helpful insight into the career you hope to pursue. With a job shadowing experience, this could provide you with the opportunity to do so. In a time where us high school students are beginning to learn more and more about our respective career interests, it is crucial for us to get out there into the real world and spend a day with a professional who works in a career that we would hope to enter in. In this presentation, I'll be providing you with 3 different tips in order to get the most out of your job shadowing experience. At one point this year in Insight, all of us students will be given the wonderful opportunity to job shadow our mentors. So how do you get the most out of this wonderful opportunity? I recently had my job shadowing opportunity in which I sat down in a business meeting, met some of my mentors' coworkers, and finally gave some helpful information on both website design and teamwork. So with all of this, I'm excited to present to you my knowledge on job shadowing, as today we're going to learn the keys of job shadowing. Before we get started, in order to get the absolute most out of your job shadowing experience, you must first learn to come to the day well prepared, to ask insightful questions in order to gain knowledge, and finally to watch things go both right and wrong. So depending on where your mentor works, you may be preparing for the day a bit differently. Before the day in which you're going to job shadow your mentor, there are 2 main areas in which you must come prepared in. The first of these main key areas is that you must dress for the occasion. So depending on where your mentor works, you may be dressing a bit differently. An example of this would be if your mentor works in an office, you may be dressing more business-like, whereas if your mentor works in a factory, they may be wearing safety glasses with protective boots. As we are all in the global business strand of Insight, our mentors usually wear business casual clothing and they usually work in an office. As a result, we must wear business casual clothing to our meeting, which consists of what we usually wear to Insight on a regular basis. Unless instructed otherwise by your mentor or the person you're shadowing, it is of utmost importance that you come to the day wearing business casual clothing, otherwise you seem a bit unprepared for the day. The second key area in which you must come prepared in is that you must do research. You'll be much better prepared for the day if you have a general idea of what the company you're visiting actually does. You can find this out by going to a corporate website. Monster Career Advice, an article to explain how a corporate website has great information such as who the company works for, why they do what they do, and who they work with. This information can help you better prepare for the day and make it look like you really want to learn from your mentor. So along with coming to the day well prepared, it is also very helpful to ask insightful questions in order to get the most out of your day. Asking questions is a great way to leave a positive impression. It is always helpful to prepare a list of questions, and you can write these questions down in a notebook and take them with you throughout the day, or whatever works for you. Examples of questions could consist of asking your mentor about their hours, how they delegate their tasks, and more. Megan McLaughlin, a reporter for niche.com, explained that one of the most effective questions to ask is as follows. What career advice do you wish you had been given at my age? This is such a great question because it allows your mentor to reflect on their past and give you helpful information to help you in your future. Other examples of great questions could consist of knowing what you do, what could you have changed about your past in order to help you better prepare for your future? How well do you think your college education prepared you for your career? And finally, is there anything outside of schooling that you advise me to do in order to better prepare for a career like yours? These are just some of the many great questions you could ask throughout your day. And by asking questions, you seem more prepared throughout the day, which is always noted by your mentor. So, while asking insightful questions can prove to be very beneficial, watching things go both right and wrong throughout the day can also prove to be just as beneficial. In a tech company, a manager of the company might ask the developing, product, and engineering team to come together, find a problem, and fix it. A takeaway lesson for anybody watching this situation is that these teams should have been communicating more on a regular basis and perhaps implementing progress reports. In my job shadowing opportunity, I personally got to witness a disagreement between 2 board members in my mentor's company. And after the meeting, the CEO of the company came to inform me that disagreements are actually a good thing, as they allow the team to come together and fix their problems. As a result, keeping an open eye to see both the good and the bad throughout the day can provide you with great takeaways from the day. So now that you know the 3 key takeaways to a successful job shadowing opportunity, it is time for you to start getting ready for your own job shadowing opportunity. Now remember, you must learn to come prepared to the day, ask insightful questions in order to gain knowledge, and finally to watch things go both right and wrong. While many of you have already had your job shadowing opportunities and others still preparing for their own, it is important to remember these 3 keys as they can help you open the door to your future. So will you let this wonderful opportunity go to waste, or will you use these 3 keys in order to better prepare for your future? Thank you.